Okay, so like I was saying, we were asked to come as a presenting partner and talk a little bit about our organization. I believe we're the longest running BIM community in Canada. We started out as a Revit user group. It's nearly 8 years ago now, and in that first year I founded this group, and it became evident to me very quickly that we were more than a Revit user group, and we should be looking more holistically at BIM and what it meant to certainly our community. And so we've morphed into the Calgary BIM community. The idea of why we exist is to bring the key stakeholders together to talk about how we work together, because many of us, we have owners, we have architects, we have engineers, we have contractors that attend our meetings and are part of our organization. And we all end up working with one another at some point in our careers. So it seemed relevant for us to get together and try and come up with ways to efficiently work together, or at least acknowledge that, you know, there's a need for this technology and this philosophy in the industry, and how can we be working together to advocate for this. So that's really the auspices as to why the group was formed originally. We meet every 2 months, typically on Wednesdays, and our meetings are open to anyone. We don't have a membership. You don't have to pay to be part of our organization or anything like that. We invite and welcome anyone to participate. So we have everybody from grassroots users, the picks and clicks people, to thought leaders in enterprises. So it's quite a diverse group. As I said, we've got architects all the way to owners, contractors. Everybody's represented typically at our meetings, and our membership is currently over 300 participants. So we've got a pretty good sizable group already. Last year, I put together a survey for our membership to try and understand what it is people attending these meetings want to see, because we're inundated with BIM invites these days. I think everybody can agree with that, to the point where I'm tired of the word BIM, to be completely frank. But what I wanted to really understand is, what is it people are hoping to get out of coming to a meeting? So you can see the results are kind of interesting. The number one was to discuss BIM, so that's a pretty generic statement. I don't know what that actually means. Learn about BIM, so that tells me that there's a lot of people that still aren't comfortable with what BIM is. Another high requirement was see presentations from other members. And that I thought was important. We've been doing that all along. We quite often have members come up and present projects that they've done over the year, or that they want to showcase and show to our group. Interesting thing is, we've had several of these, and of all of them, I can only think of one that was actually, in my mind, qualifies as BIM. They're all 3D modeling projects. Very little of it is actually BIM. So that I find quite interesting. Other things, the one I found really quite interesting is the lowest request for presentations by resellers. So that tells me we've sort of maxed out on the software sales pitch side. We want to understand, or people want to understand now, how do we apply this in practice? So our planning committee is made up of myself. I'm the chair of the group, and the founder, as I mentioned, and then there's 3 other gentlemen, architects and engineers, that work with me to put together our meetings. So we even facilitate meetings. We have a meeting coming up shortly where I'll talk a little bit about it, but we're going to facilitate the meeting. Our sponsors, without these guys, we would cease to exist. So we originally started out hosting our meetings in the Calgary Library, in a meeting room in the basement of the downtown library. And somewhere along the way, Smart Technologies invited us to use their state-of-the-art world headquarters briefing center. So in this center, we have 60-inch smart boards that we use as part of our presentation. So we're more than thankful to Smart for their contribution to our group. Equal to that, we've got our resellers who provide food and beverage at all of our events, so Cancel, Imagine It, and Summit, AEC. And then Autodesk has been a big supporter of us from the very beginning. And so without these people, we wouldn't exist, because we have no membership fees. So this is the event. I've heard the 1-minute warning, so I got to hurry. This is our upcoming event. We're doing what's called a BIM health check in Calgary. We're bringing everybody together, and we're going to facilitate this meeting to understand what people are doing and what the challenges are. Because right now, I don't think we fully understand what's preventing people from engaging in BIM. Why are the contractors, the 8-man HVAC contractor, what's holding him back from moving forward with BIM? Why are the contractors that are, you know, the elite 3% that are the big boys in the game, how come they're so far ahead with BIM? Those are the things we're going to try and understand, and then collectively we can work together to try and see what we need to do, certainly within our region, to improve the adoption and use of BIM technologies and the philosophy in general. So with that, thank you for your time and attention. If you have any questions, please feel free to come talk to me.